Conazole, antifungal for the urinary tract infection. You got today's dose. So next dose is tomorrow, the 26th. For the most part, if they're once a day medications, we just give them in the morning altogether, as you could probably tell, just so that way you kind of get them over with. Magnesium oxide is just a supplement to maintain your magnesium levels, with a normal range. You got today's dose, so next dose is tomorrow. He prescribed some Tylenol in case you have any pain, just a generalized type of body pain, just over-the-counter Tylenol. I don't know if they filled it or not.
I did, yeah. I
Okay,
have
just in case.
Yeah.
Next one's a really important one, clonidine, blood pressure medication. So it's given twice a day. So you got one dose this morning at 9 a.m. So next dose is tonight at bedtime.
Okay.
And the next one is what we call a PRN, or just as needed medication called nitroglycerin. It's for chest pain.
Okay.
So I printed information sheets down here somewhere,
Okay.
pretty much for all of these, and it tells you on the bottle itself as well.
Take it off here shortly.
It's given for chest pain.
We have a good one.
It's given up to 3 doses, 5 minutes apart.
Okay, gotcha. And
The
that's
issue
only
with
a-
that, if the chest pain.
Okay.
If you're starting having a chest pain and let's say you're moving around, walking, sit down first, relax. If it doesn't go away within a couple minutes or a few minutes, then you can start the nitroglycerin. Issue with that is that it's going to drop your blood pressure. So it's a good idea, if you don't already have one, get a blood pressure machine. So that way you can check your blood pressure before you take it.
Okay.
For the chest pain medication, as needed medication.
Okay.
So again, you can give it up to 3 doses, 5 minutes apart. So, and it's a tablet that goes underneath your tongue, and it just kind of melts away on its own. So in case you did have the chest pain that didn't go away with rest, you would give the first dose. If your blood pressure was okay, you're able to check it. And then you wait 5 minutes. If it's still there, getting worse, take the second dose. Same thing, wait 5 minutes. If that doesn't go away, give the third and final dose. If with the 3 doses it has not gone away, call 911. If it's I would say if it's like a brand new type of chest pain you never felt before, just call 911.
Okay.
I mean, the worst thing they can do is they can go out there and check you out. If it goes away with the nitroglycerin, sometimes they'll let you, stay, at home. If not, they'll take you in. I would just play it safe. Given your history, I would just play it safe and calm. Especially if it's a new pain or a pain that doesn't go away. Next one is the sleeping medication. That one's as needed. It might not be the exact same one. I think the pharmacy changed it to something else that's covered by the insurance.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
Whatever
Okay.
sleep medication it is, of course, it's given at bedtime. And it's as needed, or when needed.
And it'll say on there like for sleeping. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, the bottles all
Okay.
have them.
Yeah.
Next one's Senna. It's a stool softener / laxative. That one's also as needed for constipation. So that's why I put on there as needed for the
Okay.
doses. Next dose
Yeah.
too, they're all as needed. Next one we have is amlodipine. Another really important blood pressure medication. And it's given once a day. Got today's dose. Next dose is tomorrow.
Okay.
Aspirin and Plavix. Those 2 medications go together. They're designed to help blood clots from forming and ultimately prevent heart attacks and strokes. So those are given once a day, both of them, and you already got today's dose. The next dose is tomorrow.
Okay.
You always take them together, and they're really important for you to take. And also with the stent that they place in you, it's really important to take it because it's going to help prevent clots from forming in that stent area. I know the stent was designed to help open up the artery, but because there's now a foreign body in there, it's very likely for stuff to start accumulating, especially because it's foreign.
Okay.
So really important to take those. If you start bleeding from somewhere, call your doctor and then see if they want you to hold off on that or not. But I wouldn't hold off unless the doctor tells you to.
Okay.
Next one is the atorvastatin or any kind of statin. Anything that ends with a statin is a cholesterol medication.
Gotcha.
I think that got auto substituted with a different covered medication at the pharmacy.
But it'll also have statin.
Yeah, and they'll say for cholesterol.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
You got the dose last. We give them always at bedtime. So you got the dose last night. So the dose is tonight at bedtime.
Okay.
Whatever whichever. Because with all these, there's different brands, generics. So insurances tend to cover only one out of the many.
Gotcha. Okay.
Next one is another stool softener, Colace. It says on it to be given twice a day, but today he said he didn't need it, so I didn't give it to him. But it's again available as needed, or
Gotcha.
if he needed it, he could take it today.
And what's the difference between that stool softener and the others?
This one's more of just a stool softener, so it's help. And I talked to him this morning with bowel movements and his heart issues and conditions that he's had. The last thing he wants to do is strain while having bowel movement, because one, it's gonna put strain on the heart, and two, it can make you pass out. If you're straining way too much, it can actually make you pass out in the toilet.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of people. I think they said that Elvis died in the toilet because that's
Oh.
what happened.
Oh,
He was
interesting.
straining too much, and
Oh, interesting.
so the last thing you want to do is get constipated. So the Colace, it's a really good medication because it's not really a laxative, but stool softener. Just makes it easier for you to go.
Gotcha.
The Senna has a stool softener plus a laxative mixed in with
Okay.
it, so a little bit stronger.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you got prescriptions for both.
Yeah.
Next one's finasteride. That one's for the prostate.
Okay.
So it's given once a day. Next dose is tomorrow. Metoprolol, another blood pressure med. Got today's dose in the morning, and next dose is around dinner time, so up at 5 p.m. So that's when we usually give it here.
Okay.
The brand name for this is Flomax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flomax, okay.
It's for it's to help prevent you from retaining urine. So next dose is tomorrow again on that one. And then last but not least is Pantoprazole.
Keep going, okay?
Brand name is Protonix.
Perfect.
It's just
All right, I wanna
help
say goodbye before you
to help prevent
Take care.
help reduce acid levels in the stomach and help prevent
All right? No
stomach
falls,
ulcers and bleeding.
nothing.
Oh, okay.
Always
Most patients are
remember,
given
push
something,
and
either
out.
that one or something very similar while they're in the hospital, but he's actually going home with that as
Yes,
well.
exactly.
To again
You'll
help
hear my
prevent any
voice
kind of
all
bleeding in the
time.
stomach.
Yeah.
So next dose is tomorrow.
Okay.
And that one you can actually give it before eating.
Okay.
It's a little bit more effective if it's before eating, so in the morning. So that's it for these. I don't know if you want to keep
You
it
said-
separate.
Yeah, you said, and all these are morning time unless it says. Yeah. Okay. All
I
right.
think the only one that, is the morning time, bedtime, or that 5 p.m. one.
Okay.